Police form the ababa go ahase. Captain, ya. Isi ye nipa 2 and gra omoko. Who is next again? Isi no you demo. You can't go out to go and buy food.
Now what me free Ghana? Echo UN mission, echo peacekeeping of South Sudan.
Sir.
Peacekeeping of Lebanon as one of the best. And then there's Topo, say wow conflicts. Yeah, one town.
There's a particular community that we call Bunyoko. Every night and then for the past 1 month now, there will be a killing there.
We have triggered the Otumfo mediation process.
Yeah, Otumfo, Asantufo yapo social media yabro. Whether you know it or not, Otumfo, Nana Mebo, I'm sorry. Calvin Teller is being financed by Ibrahim Mahama.
I am afraid the outcome of the Otumfo mediation may not give us the results that we've been waiting for.
International diplomatic consultant Wahab Farouk Akasa. Bokunzen Semunjas, I would know Bia and my police for Tiamusu. So they say the Yania Air Konya Kwako Patan to Kwama as we have an Omuma Kanya Shedem. Upia police near Bawku. Bokum Rantiano, area pose, for ne bise, military no, or more yet. No go for a gazette that be over resolve conflict or attack his eye. In the same planet in Wahab a being some and the echo so dear, just a mouty, a top for man out TV, Bokun some no, the Moyadin, a Romalizes, Doctor and when he wants scientific hospital in Daroma. Can I read how more the Remy spices, your bonk out here for you? The new rat and a one, indeed.
Bawku conflict, you know?
Yes.
And there's still some one or two going on. Nipa Bensia, a prepara, back on so sadly. Actually, in Konyaku find the crack in sea. Bawku police station,
vandalized.
Them Bawku car, police car, and also so Bibisa now also. What do you think about what's going on?
What I think about what is going on is that from 1957 Ghana's independence, post-colonial, interior ministers here from about 75-80% Umfree North. Check the records, President Kufuor. Check the records, President Rawlings. Check the records, President Mills. Check the records, President Mahama, the first one. Let's check even now. Let's check in another Danko Kufuor, defense and interior, always from the north. Just purposely because of Bawku issue. How well have they solved that issue? None, zero. But there is a place, the whole top, tribal settings in minority tribes, except the Dagbanis, that is the northern Tamalis, and then the Wala, and then the Dagatis, and then the Bolga, Frafras. Omam tribe in Akano, Wangara, Kushashi, Bozanga, Nina minority tribes, and Omo Esroho. Always a fight breaks out. What stops the Ghana government say, "Oh, military base, Ewo Sunyani, no fight. Military base, Ewo Takradi, no fight. The military base, Ewo Tamale, no fight. Military base, Ewo Kumasi. We hotspot our defense budget, we interior budget. Nina Eko de Biano, Eko Bawku. 60% of Ghana interior budget, yes, spending on Bawku. What stops you from creating military base in Bawku once and for all?
What has stopped us till now?
Because of political direction and also lack of just, let me call it, security, maybe men coming using knowledge, but lack of security, maybe concerns.
Is it chieftaincy? Is it ethnic? Or is pure political?
Mama, three, all of them. In a triangular shape, and the middle is the innocent citizen. The political version is what I'm saying. The politicians know that is why they take the one for Upper East, Upper West, Upper East mostly interior minister, Upper East, and that's a northern region interior minister. What have they done with it? That is political. Because Obi Wakwa Kofano say, interior minister and Bozanga, and intina we are say. So that political aspect of it. Now the ethnic values, because that side, that tip, you are the Kushashis and the Mampushis.
Yes.
So the ethnic comes in.
Yeah.
Who is who and who is what? The chieftaincy. One should ask, And then power for so the chieftaincy. One should ask. And then power for so and I have phone you no. The Mamprusi gate and the Kusasi gate. The chieftaincy. We say me na me overlord.
Yeah.
We say when I'm ye overlord. A day and faso and a omanya. So it takes nobody else but the government to stand up and say, okay, from today, we are Kusasi chiefa, your Kusasi chief, overlord, paramount. We are a year, we so a year, Mamprusi also your Pamprusi. Obia and Che Obia. Obia a pet. Obia uncle from Kudinachi. Trouble Nasa. But in an attempt, say, an ancient history of over 200 years, say, yeah, Bano, and your man baby try, and I buy your henny into my dominating. And then the politics in the say, anytime a MPP back Bano, you are henny back or no for no, also can say, I feel no, also the power bar. Anytime NDC Babano, now you are henny back so raising, also power bar, or in the good name, is that not politics?
Political.
Or in the good name, is that not ethnicity? Ethnic, or in the good name, no, and yet chieftaincy. What has it benefited any of them? And what stopped the government to say, look here, they can establish a military base. Oh, now what to me free Ghana? Echo UN missions, echo peacekeeping of South Sudan. Echo peacekeeping of Liberia, your friends, Liberia, Lebanon. You've been going since 1960 something. Oko peacekeeping as one of the best. And then there's Topo, say wow conflict. Yeah, one town. Now, interestingly, because of the minority tribes, and Tokwani to me spread it, and Kagana come in Abu was raw. Because Mampusi Kusasi Konko Banko supporto. Dago Banko supporto. What is a Frafra Kosum Kokubia Mampusi? And there are contained conflicts that has to be resolved.
It's been going on too long, from colonial times.
Time to today. And it is a Ghana character. Now, excuse me. Sam Krasim Tokwa will say, Alavanyo Nkunya. The Tiabo Fre. 25. The Aku 20 years. To 25 years. After you Obi Tun Bank in Yakotuntunia till now, Ghana government Alavanyo Nkunya Untimin Sovo. All in the good name of what? It's your interest. Any priorities. Any concerns in terms of security. It is so polarized, so bad, and so disturbing. Say, you can't even understand. And of course, Muntaka, Honorable Muntaka, so also a Northerner, also for Dagwani, and also for Northern region. Let's see what he comes with it.
Yeah.
Marco Yongo had gone there. Marco Yongo was there. Kumbo had been there. All of them, Alasan, Obia Koho. From how many ministers of interior and the Afro Momo?
Let's share displacement. Yeah, now any people bring say some very strong northern youth, those especially from the Upper East region. Come to me at Naho, Aye Juma. Bebre now Kromha. Bebre now. Any other effects? We can't go for so one peseba, but yeah, ne be catch them say, and to Paya, you are expected to go and fight.
Apart from that, then again, so the political decision makers, policy makers, no more culture say, ye baby see kaya ye hostel at the sea Accra. What does it tell you?
Come.
So come.
Sir,
you are drawing the youth. If you know Papancha, a girl of 10 years, 15 years, Obra Metra hostel, non swa adie, non fa ne con. And crying on 1 kilo, 40 kilos, or Tim Swan, 60 kilos, or we are near money tree market to Mabuko Munchiomuka, or Swadium come crying to me communicate. Senya Brofun or Becca or Tim communicate, or Tim Swan yam, about 35 kilos, or we are no you to see this amount. Isn't it so decided? So sometimes, may come market me who's any manner, not politician, etimikase, ye be hostels, amamo. What stops you from building that hostels? Now let's say, oh, mammy, ho. Now the farm hostel. No muntimini, no mukabo mammy farming. Now, they are smarter than us, even in terms of.
My friend K.W. K.W. to me come matching.
When Mpacho, make one kappa.
Na, Bibi Aboko.
Captain, Ayaboko. boko.
Me pese me busa question bi abom nkomo.
Okay. Captain me pacho near course sisi a was crisis going on. Dumbili boko wale ni nyampaso no. Police form di ababa gu ahase. Captain ya isi ye nipa tu engra omko. We don't know where or who is next again. Isi no you demo you can't go out to go and buy food. Don't mean Pia Bontin and Kotojiane accommoding 2 days in DD. Captain, 2 days in me in DD. And the duty that we are performing almost a national assignment duty. A day, we are marked 30 cities a day. And then, we had an information out there, and they said, the Beate Diane will be a call, one more, I can catch and say, on present, now information no about your home. Then the partners want to me as idea. Into my suggestion, they say when you say this is the crisis going on. Say Janena, what the Bema, no. Sikana what the Bema, no. Mufaye Janema to save our life. Because here, yes, demo, Captain, yes, you to me, Pia Ponting. And we to send your tender elbow. Who are you to go out? You know, more other places, Wale, Bokoni, Adiano. You see, and we don't know what is going on there. Don't know anything that is going on there. Yes, Seremo. Munke be my young densayim, young densayim. Yes, Seremo, Captain, yes, Seremo. Munke be my, because you two more Mukoi. You don't know. So my bush and 40, so my bush and 40, you need. Young densayim pa. You know, you need your more. You see, yes, demo, yes, Obian to me, Pia Bontin and Kotojani. Who are you to go out? Civilian flashing and so. It's yesterday. That's yesterday. Munke be my.
All right, Mammy, now I say, me my own to us you, but that's the okay, but that's it. The Owasono would see their home when they catch us afternoon.
Not as a police for no omo brepa na yin chiremu said ya police for mienua chese omrantie mabunu oh
nwa na IGP kwa Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
To when feel Saturday mpo fi onra.
No, Sunday, yes.
Oh, okay.
Nti dana oba I think I was it Thursday.
Okay.
So that animreno and I joined Nipa Mensa ana omo kumo Binduri and I joined Bawku area hanum.
Thursday no.
Yes, Thursday na you know or Bolga ha crampo.
Okay.
So adekiana omusa kun nipa menu Bawku. Nti enura Saturday no enura nyina no nipa by 10 or more because enye ni nyina na omo report because ebimu kwa said omo wu no omo kun mu a na onum say massmate no omo akuna na omo akofa omo body hide akosim.
Wow.
Yes, because of that random killing no yam fan say Bawku omo kun nipa o Binduri omo akun Nangodi enukwa wo Nabdam just around Bolga here kwan no wa nti yam fan say we start down bedroom no nipa record and reporter manya to nipa 10 including the 2 police officers which armed robbers for na enukra no udi achia enhyerenya armed robbers but said the report na me nya and say police officers me no omuko Binduru area baby.
Okay.
Now at that time, no, omo uniform, omo and share uniform.
Okay.
So they travel from Bongo to that area, Honum, and at that area, no, see a Mampusi for area.
Okay.
Omo Kodru Honuma, it is one of the war zone that area, no. They be omo koya, no, omo ko shoot omo. Into omo Hana, some group of youth be across omo with interrogation because of their strange nature. No? They are new faces to the area. So they interrogated them, and after the interrogation, they asked them if they could prove with an identity, say, we are police officers. You see, so upon the interrogation, they were not able to prove their identity, though they are police officers, but they couldn't.
I don't know who put ID cards be out the better say I'm power a police for.
Yes, so I'm sure they couldn't have their ID card, but I saw one picture on the Facebook which shows the ID card of one of the officers after they were shot dead. So I'm sure it was after they killed them they found one of the ID cards in their pocket.
Okay.
So after the interrogation, another group of people from nowhere came and attacked them, shot them, and picked their motorbike away. On the Osha somewhere, so we can say armed robbery now. I don't think a clear armed robbery because of the area now, because the interrogation were linking to a suspicious that area no supporting a group way. Now,
almost so I then your baby, I says a police for a call, and your baby answers or Mokwana. Almost me and Puga no Macassia a police for. Now come to me probe feather and who say I'm Pamu a police for Ampa and now Muchantro.
You see, one say sometimes, lack of professionalism and a big problem. Sabu and cancer and car or move uniform. There's nobody on the way to ask them why you are in this area.
Yeah.
But they are not in uniform. Yet you are new faces to the area. You are new persons to the area.
Oh, okay.
Last week in Tokwa, now they were giving a complaint that they are supporting the other faction. Now you are there, no uniform. What do you want there in the area? Because after the several attacks and kills in the last 3 days, they were suspecting who are those doing the killing. You see, so they were shocked and they need to interrogate them because they are new persons, new faces in the area.
But could it also be say be a police phone so omoko undercover say be a omoko yenhwehwe mu ana?
According to explanation, Mudiman so Mufri Bongo, Muba Bongo area, Habuaga area, and Omu Sanko or Omu station. And see, that was the area they met them. So they met them around that area now. Who are they? Where are they coming from? So through the interrogation, I think answers are Mudiman, the boys were not all that satisfied and also suspicious to their explanation. Because the boys are already anxious to, in fact, already they are attacking them. As I spoke last week, area no Pedro have police for barrier behind. As we speak now, all the 6 districts of the Kusas area, no police barrier. The IGP crime F2 say, we are policemen now be in your uniform and also be in the armor car. Even at some hour, they must not be even in the pickup. Because the armor car is well protected and secure than being in the pickup because they can easily ambush and shot you somewhere. But the armor car in the patrol is more safer than even the pickup. Now the only area we dangerous say who Pierre Bontin and that's all your police make one and say uniform. And I say only say this area because menu kasa nipa by 6. That same area now from last week. As of yesterday, around 1 to 2, one other person was attacked, killed and burned with a motorbike. That same area. And I'm by say 6 to 7. Who they find say 7? No, 2. They shot and killed another person there. 3. One man with children were also killed. And at 7, that very day, in Rano, 2 police were killed in that same area. You see, not the way police in there, and say you should.
And Tisani, because IGP Maya no name, common on your baby, O man say papa won.
Madam some no cry and yefi and no cry the baby cry say I say it has even cost more this and than before.
Why?
Yes, because omo demand last week ni nyina omo kan say nka IGP should use his authority to arrest the other chief, the Mampresi chief. It is their demand that they are looking forward to say nka IGP 1 year sa 1 year sa there won't be peace.
Your back can be omunti ase. Wow.
That is their demand.
I see. The assurances now the ma omu ni nyina ne say o de amonto mo bo ase ye nhwe no enya no no mutie.
David. Because omu say omu ntanasi emma because of nipa baakunti nipa bebe ewu na ade no kura odwu ho a unti ase. Me can't tell the IGP wa hanu kura na attention required serious change before this thing because the man was around until yesterday he left. And the number of people within the 4 or 5 days of Marfun, over 10, because 10 look like there are those that we see.
Wow. And so now Confonso can for man is obi or no penny IGP as a fourth republic you when you could draw baboko.
And we do the kind of thing. At the end of the day, could drone in the madam, on the crowd on the net saying. Omo attacking and even regional police command that at the palace there they were throwing water and other things at them.
Yeah.
Even IGP Kwan Omo attacking.
The car was shot.
Yes. So Bibisano about the Kukudrono. But they are looking forward to see their demand or their concern being fulfilled or satisfied.
I see.
And at the end of the day, Usha IGP Sabio, it will not be easy for him to take that step. I think under the law, no, I don't know much about it. But previous governments have come and gone, and it's the same thing. Now IGP, I don't think he has that. I don't know with which body it will have. He will have that collaboration to get the authority to do the arrest.
So, it's arrest na ma omakomanto omuyemo.
Yes, according to Mononkasa, there omun problem. No kwan or motion.
Let's just hope that Otunfo de nanimu enyamonu de onye bambuni onye politician nti obema one eminent chiefs na ka ne ho na ebeye kakra nti yemfa wada wo ne nhwe dia nananom so betumi aya aboaye.
Yes, so okay. I think bonfire so the
but interior kakra.
Yes.
Over and Mitia will answer say Bawku conflict, no?
Yes.
There's still some one or two going on. Nipa Bensia prepare back so sadly actually Konyaku Ponfa the crack in see Bawku police station
vandalized.
Them Bawku car, police car, and also so Bibisa na Akoso. What do you think about what's going on?
What I think about what is going on is that from 1957 Ghana's independence, post-colonial, interior ministers here from Krumah, about 75-80% free north. Check the records, President Kufuor. Check the records, President Rawlings. Check the records, President Mills. Check the records, President Mahama, the first one. Let's check even now. Let's check in another Danko Kufuor. Defense and interior, always from the north. Just purposely because of Bawku issue. How well have they solved that issue? None. Zero. But this is a place, the whole top, tribal settings in minority tribes, except the Dagbanis, that is the northern Tamalis, and then the Wala, and then the Dagatis, and then the Bolga, Frafras. Omam tribe na Kano, Wangara, Kushashi, Bozanga, Nina minority tribes. And Omo Esroho. Always a fight breaks out. What stops the Ghana government say, oh, military base? Our Sunyani, no fight. Military base, our Takradi, no fight. The military base, our Tamale, no fight. Military base, oh, Kumasi. We hotspot our defense budget, we interior budget. Nina call the Biano, a Koboko. 60% of Ghana interior budget, yes, my no Boko. What stops you from creating military base? in Bawku once and for all.
What has stopped us till now?
Because of political direction and also lack of just, let me call it, security, maybe men coming using knowledge, but lack of security, maybe concerns.
Is it chieftaincy? Is it ethnic? Or is pure political?
Mama, three, all of them. In a triangular shape, and the middle is the innocent citizen. The political version is what I'm saying. Say, the politicians know that is why they take the one for Upper East, Upper West, Upper East mostly interior minister, Upper East, another northern region interior minister. What have they done with it? That is political. Because Obi wa kwa kofano say, interior minister ne Bozanga, anything we are say. So that political aspect of it. Now the ethnic values, because that side, that tip, you're the Kushashis and the Mampushis.
Yes.
So the ethnic comes in.
Yeah.
Who is who and who is what? The chieftaincy, one should ask, and then power for so and I have phone me no. The Mampusi gate and the Kushasi gate. The chieftaincy, we say me am ye overlord.
Yeah.
We say when am ye overlord. A day and for so and a omanya. So it takes nobody else but the government to stand up and say, okay, from today, we are Kushasi chief, your Kushasi chief, overlord, paramount. We are a year, we so a year, Mampusi also your Pampusi. Obia and Che Obia.
Obia a pet.
Obia a pet. Obia uncle from Kudinechi. Trouble Nasa. But in an attempt, say, an ancient history of over 200 years, say, yeah, battle, and your man baby try, and I buy your henny into my dominating, and then the politics in the say, anytime a MPP back bano, your henny back or no for no, also can say, I feel no, also the power back. Anytime NDC babano, now your henny back so raise also power back, or in the good name, is that not politics?
Political.
Or in the good name, is that not ethnicity? Ethnic? Or in the good name, no, and yet chieftaincy. What has it benefited any of them? And what stopped the government to say, look here, they can establish a military base. Oh, now what to me free Ghana? Echo UN missions, echo peacekeeping of South Sudan. Echo peacekeeping of Liberia, your friends, Liberia, Lebanon. You've been going since 1960 something. Echo peacekeeping as one of the best. And then there's Topo, say wow conflicts. I hear one town. Now, interestingly, because of the minority tribes, and Tokwani to me spread it, and Kagana come in a was raw. Because Mampusi Kusasi Kwa Konkomanko supporto. Dago Manko supporto. What is a Frafako Som Kokubia Mampusi? And there are contained conflicts that has to be resolved.
It's been going on too long, from colonial times.
Time to today. And it is a Ghana character. Now, excuse me. Sam Krasin Tokwa will say, Alavanyo Nkunya. The Tiabo Fre. 25. The Aku 20 years. To 25 years. Obi Tun Banch in Yako Tuntunia Kono. Till now, Ghana government Salavanyo Nkunya Untimin or in the good name of what? It's your interest, any priorities. Any concerns in terms of security. It is so polarized, so bad, and so disturbing. Said you can't even understand. And of course, Muntaka, Honorable Muntaka, some say a northerner, also for Dagmani, and also for northern region. Let's see what he comes with it.
Yeah.
Marco Yongo had gone there. Marco Yongo was there. Kumbo had been there. All of them, Alasan, Obia Koho. You from how many ministers of interior and you Afro Momo?
Yeah, displacement. Yeah, now any people bring one say some very strong northern youth, those especially from the Upper East region. Come back to me at Naho, Aye Juma. Bebre na wo krom ha. Bebre na wa ha. Any other effect? We can't go for so omo na pese eba. But yeah, na bi ka kire me say, entokwane pa you are expected to go and fight.
Apart from that, then again, so the political decision makers, policy makers, no more culture say, ye baby see kaya ye hostel at the Accra. What does it tell you?
Come.
So come.
Sir,
you are drawing the youth. If you know Mamma Papancha, a girl of 10 years, 15 years, Obra metra hostel. No swa ade, no fa ne kon. And cry no ono anu kilos 40 kilos. Otim so anya 60 kilos. Owi anya ma ne 2 nut. Market we maybe okomu ntwe omuka. Wo so ade kon cry ntimi communicate. Senya brofo no beka ntimi communicate. Otimi so anya yam about 35 kilos. Owi anu ayi 2 cedis amano. Isn't it so decided? So sometimes you know me come market me who say na politician etimi kase ye be hostels amamo. What stops you from building that hostels? Now better mama me ho. Na ye the farm hostel. No mutimi nidi, no mkwabo mama farming. Na no they are smarter than us even in terms of education. Yeah. They are smarter when they learn.
Yeah, Breno aso.
Unfortunately. So
for this and the last 3-4 days, President John Dramani Mahama addressed Ghana military or say or ma call it on a for a mediation process. Said the bay a peace, a more process peace.
I wish to emphasize that nobody gains from this situation of conflict and insecurity. We have triggered the Otumfuo mediation process, which saw all stakeholders participate in discussions in Kumasi on a roadmap towards peace. I'm assured by the Asantehene that the process will resume next week when he returns from his brief visits abroad.
Erunti amount for a commende President John Dramani Mahama bona baso say yes wakwale on Otumfuo ebi muso so ntia say dem di kan kan no ona wo kan Japan nipa ba ko no so commende President John Dramani Mahama a wo kire say ono de ohia ni peace say de be ya youth no so benya nfa omom to mapa efra na boko nya to mapa efra yenti say de osika no.
Now let me read out the statement from the office of the former member of parliament. Now the position on this matter, which I feel maybe to calm nerves down a bit. I am following with deep concern the recent escalation of tensions in Bawku and its surrounding areas. The cycle of violence and reprisals continues to harm innocent lives and disrupt our path to national unity. At this crucial moment, I urge all parties, especially the youth, to choose peace. No matter how deep the grievance, violence is never the answer. Our future depends on peaceful coexistence. I commend President Mahama for committing to the Otumfuo 82, the second-led mediation process, originally set up by President Akufo-Addo. This is true statesmanship, putting Ghana above partisanship. Let us support this effort wholeheartedly. When Bawku is at peace, Ghana is stronger. We must move forward together. And this is coming from the office of the former member of parliament.
For Asin
Central. This is a message from
fantastic, and this is a pure sound mind message from Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. This is how I believe we should be charting the path, if indeed as of mine it shouldn't be about me MPP ninti and NDC na power yenka jamum nenyo jamum emfanchu aban ise na ban ba hyehye no. It shouldn't be say me NDC ninti no baby o say to ma me front ma me ka de betimi afavor me party nko a. This is a talker a betimi aboa ame nyina come together ma yehu say baby ababedu no. We should accept our fault, find a lasting way.
We should be forgiven.
That is it.
Because see yemu bi ntimi francho. We should be forgiven. Because Ufa Benkuma, we say
that is it.
Ufa Nifa, so if you try to even navigate and make sure say sa yao sa and you be a brebi a tremuno yan tuning in an to your cheat near nobody is prepared already to forget about those things.
Nana said to Aga Manana, me bombi muanse, ebo udin kasem. Nana. And this for Yamano Kuobia, they have always wanted to disrespect you. In fact, they pay people to disrespect you. Nana, NDC, Ayamano Kua, they pay people to disrespect you or 24722. Because if not, why can Kevin Taylor be disrespecting you? And Ibrahim Mahama is not saying anything. Even though Ibrahim Mahama is the financier of Kevin Taylor. Where you penny? Me can't say asam so. Oh my, you say Asante ahini no de beba phone. Obubegu Wenimase. Me say, NDC Amanokua, they have always disrespected you. Whether you know it or not, Utumfo, Nana Mebodi, I'm sorry. Kevin Teller is being financed by Mahama. They told me themselves, Kevin Teller is being financed by Mahama. Why is Kevin Teller disrespecting you? And Mahama and John Mama have not said anything. Now, I'm going to go to Chico phone to Quani. Nanya, I'm going to share also. Yeah, Otumfo, Asanto Yapo social media, Yabro. Yabre. And someone who is supplying them ammunitions? Who is supplying them ammunitions? Machine guns no mukrano. Why na dey ma womo? I don't think I'm starting the catch or say, yeah, 2 about MPP na 0. MPP ni bi any boko. All their constituencies, MPP recorded 0. MPP ni bi any boko. Politicians now they talk to you womo. Womo because some more. If they come together, they will develop the country. If they are not together, they can do their shit. Nana said to me what to do from Ahine Mabuko to do with him. And go fast and say mine and from what you said binim. Now we'll be on to Abama. Now said to King Solomon in the Bible. And that's a beyond the Bible with you. They want to embarrass you. They want to drag you in the mess.
So, I mean, this happened at your backyard. When you heard the information, do you have any details what led to this particular incident?
I don't have the details, but what I can say is that I have been doing my part. I've been giving indications that we need security presence here. The military need to take control of certain parts of Binduri. But any time you do, it's either that the response is woefully inadequate, or in some places they don't pay attention at all. And so the killings keep occurring. And so once it happens that continuously, the residents take the law into their own hands. Everybody now uses every available resource at his or her disposal to acquire a firearm to protect himself. In some cases, they feel that, yes, they suspect certain group of people that has murdered their relative. And so they go about trying to revenge as to whether those they are orchestrating the revenge on them are the very people who had actually kill their relatives is another thing. And so the more the killings happens, the more the situation gets out of hand. And I'm not surprised we are where we are now.
How does this incident, turn around how the police work in the region, in your area as well? I mean, you've talked about getting more boots on the ground, but with the current or the recent incident, we do not know really the factors leading to that. We understand it was an armed robbery attack, but really it comes at a time that so much is happening. How does this affect the security in the area?
Yes, it's affecting the security a lot, because you recall that last week when the police shot and killed the youth leader, the youth had gone rampage. They have vandalized every police checkpoint, visibility point, wherever the police used to sit, and then ensure that the security on our roads, on our neighborhood, and the lights have been destroyed, with the exception of the main police stations. That is the Bawku Municipal Police Station and that of the Binduri police stations. And even with that, they are also under 48 or 24-hour surveillance or guide by the military. So the police are unable to do anything of their own as far as that area is concerned. And so once the police services is more or less withdrawn or suspended for now, one would have expected that more military men would have been deployed to cover up the very places that were mounted by the police to ensure there is security in the area. And that has not been done. You go to Binduri, where for the past 1 month now, day in, day out, you either, the good day is that you record either one person killed or one house burnt. In the bad day, we have about not less than 2 to 5 people killed. Yesterday, for instance, I think the death toll was around 2 in the night. The following morning, the death toll was around 7. And yet, you go to the Binduri district, and you are seeing only 2 armored vehicles. And that is a district that has a vast land. So how does 2 armored vehicles alone ensure there is security in such a place?
Well, let me come in.
So that is the challenge.
Right. But we often hear about incidents in Bawku. What role or how key is the issue affecting Binduri? What's the issue with Binduri?
Now, I can tell you that apart from the police, whether accidentally or recklessly killing the young man in Bawku, we have not recorded any incident in Bawku for the past 1 month now. But everything is now centered in Binduri. Yes, everything is centered in Binduri as a result of the spillover from Bawku municipality. And so it is all about the chieftaincy and the tribes. And so people have taken advantage and go after their enemies, whatever form of enemy that they have between their victims, one cannot tell, all in the name of the tribal or chieftaincy issue. And what is more disturbing and very regrettable is that in Binduri, there is no chieftaincy issue there. Just that we have Mampusi, Musi, and other minority settlers there. These are people who, many of them have even submitted themselves to the authority of the Kusasi or the Binduri chief there. But the state has failed to protect them. There's a particular community that we call Bunyoko. Every night and then for the past 1 month now, there will be a killing there. There will be a burning of a house, foodstuffs, and other things there. And yet the military or the state cannot even provide a 24-hour.
But Honorable, here's the case that 2 policemen have been killed in Binduri and a civilian.
Yes.
Do you think, considering the circumstances, they'll be willing to bring men there?
Yes, the state has to some extent allowed it. You cannot say if there was enough security, that killing would have even taken place in the first place. So because of lack of security, the security officers was to some extent they rode in to Binduru on the motorbike. They were somehow kidnapped, taken to another location or destination where they were finally murdered in that gruesome manner. So you calculate where they entered Binduri, the distance at which they took them to, and finally killed them. And if those who are perpetrating this act was aware that in moving 1 kilometer, in moving 10 meters, there will be a police or a military patrol team. There will be a checkpoint. And so that fear naturally will be there. But we don't have such. This is what we are complaining about. Even in Bawku Central municipality, where the imposter chief is creating the problem, you go there and security is very tight. You can't do anything. Anybody who even intend to go there and cause a mayhem cannot because of the presence of security. So where the very imposter chief is even creating problem. The state has marshaled all its resources to protect such a person.
Well,
and here we are, innocent people in my constituency are killed, bent, houses, everything. People are fleeing for their lives.
Well, you are a member of parliament for the area. You're a member of parliament for the area. What steps have you taken so far and to ensure that your constituents are, protected?
Yes, I keep calling for calm, telling them not to take the law into their own hands. At the same time, calling on those who are responsible the state security to beef up security in the area. Sometimes we give them the direction. Make sure that at least even these the one or two armored vehicles that you have, station them here. If not, in the next hour, something serious will happen. They will just blatantly disregard your directive, move, and in the next 30 minutes, the next 1 hour, there is exchange of gunfire there. You'll be calling them to come back on time from wherever they might have gone to control the situation. They come back as and when they want. They come back as and when the perpetrators has succeeded in killing those that they have targeted, leave before they come at their own time. This is the challenge we are facing.
Well, so just before I let you off, we understand that the Asantehene is leading mediation talks, between the feuding factions, at least to bring some resolution to the dispute over there. Do you know of the current status of that mediation talks?
I don't know of the current status of that mediation, but what I can say is that having served in the police service for many years, having served in many peacekeeping operations locally, I am afraid if we don't deploy enough military men in Binduri and wherever other districts that are likely to be affected to control the situation, the outcome of the Otumfo mediation may not give us the results that we've been waiting for. And so, yes, we need to control, have a peace in the area before we even expect the results of the Otumfo mediation. That is what I can say as far as that mediation is concerned.
And how is RegSec ensuring that this is done? Have you heard from the regional minister on this? How to, contain the local issues that's happening there?
It's unfortunate to say this. For the past 1 month now, for the day-in, day-out killing, for all the mayhem, we, the residents of Binduri, are yet to set our eyes on the regional minister as far as the killings in our constituency is concerned. We are yet to see him.
Have you called him at least on the phone or something?
We don't know. Come again?
Have you called him at least?
Yeah, sometimes you call him, you can't reach him. Sometimes, the last time before some of these incidents even took place, I engaged him, pointed out the hotspot that we need to have military here, we need to have this, we need to have that. And all those has fallen on deaf ears. Is the regional police commander who is up and doing, he comes, we go there, try to deploy before we realize the matters get out of hand. The military commander to some extent is doing his best, but because of the inadequate personnel and considering the vast area, the 2 or 3 military personnel aren't able to do much. And so the little they can do is to ban the use of motor, being it a tricycle, a wearing of smoke and whatever, like they've just done. But, well, we are looking for peace. We are looking for all manner means and ways that government can do to bring back peace, to protect innocent lives, because people are fleeing the town. You go to the Binduri central area there, and the entire community has been deserted. And so why will you wait when the signs were all clear? We have been complaining for us to get to where we are now, and before you are taking these measures.